What up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're here back with the Echo, and we're gonna get it ready to go on a little road trip. This thing is gonna have to drive 180 miles both ways to go back to my old house and do a couple fixes to this hunk of junk. Now, if you're new here, you just haven't paid attention, and you might not know what's wrong with this thing. It has a plethora of issues, but there's only a couple that we are going to address, I guess, tomorrow when I take it down south. Issue number one is this is my power steering pump right here, and as you can see, the pulley can spin freely. There is no belt. That's not good. So I haven't had power steering now for I think it's been a week at this point. I'm really sick of it, honestly, but it's not terrible to drive. The car's super light. The only thing that makes it harder is the wider tires. So it's really just a pain in parking lots mostly, and I'm not in very many. Well, I guess I am in very many parking lots actually, but it doesn't bother me that much. Then the other issue is down here. It's my AC compressor. Now, visually, I could show it to you, and you'd be like, there appears to be nothing wrong with that. But I currently have no AC, and when I kick the AC on, my car tries to die. I think the bearing in the pulley is locked up, or something on the inside is locked up, because it makes a grinding noise that increases, or the noise increases as RPMs increase. So yeah, those are the issues that need to get addressed on this thing, and yeah, I'll probably post a couple updates of me whipping this bitch tomorrow for 180 miles, and then hopefully get some repair content going too. But for now, what I want to do is just check all my fluids. I like to do this before any long drive. It's wise to do so you don't go, pissing some sort of fluid all over the side of the freeway or whatever else. I'm gonna check my tire pressure, and I'm gonna see if I can secure my exhaust a little bit better, because in the last video I said I bent the rear hanger, and I did. And now the exhaust sits about 2 inches lower, which is, I mean, it's fine, but I know there's a couple big bumps on California's terrible freeways where it may or may not scrape. So yeah, but I don't know, should be good. Made it here 180 miles north from where I used to live, so, and it didn't start killing itself until 2 weeks later. But yeah. So I'm gonna get to work on checking all the fluids, checking tire pressure, and I'll let you guys know if I find any abnormalities. Yeah. All right, so I've done a quick check of my coolant, both in the radiator and in the reservoir, my brake fluid, and my engine oil. My oil is good on like the level, but this thing is pretty much due for an oil change. Last time I did it was about 4,500 miles ago, and I don't know. I should probably just do it when I go work on it. I'll have it up in the air anyways, so yeah. I'm probably going to end up doing a coolant flush, because I did have my car get hot once up here. There's a huge hill over there that you have to come up to get into the neighborhood, and this thing was killing itself coming up it. Another thing I've noticed is that does not look like a factory clamp. So I'm kind of curious as to what went on here, but hasn't posed an issue yet, so I'm not that worried about it. Tire pressure was good all around. It was 32 PSI. For the most part, it was a little low on this tire. I think it was like 31, but it should be fine, especially considering I'm putting different wheels on this car tomorrow anyways, so these tires won't be my problem anymore. And windshield has no cracks. It's, I mean, kind of clean. It's dirty, but I'm not going to pay to wash this car weekly, so yeah. And then I do want to find my muffler C-clamp and bolt. I'm not going to put it back on. I don't have tools with me here, but I definitely want to know where all that stuff is when I have the car in the air, and I guess make the decision about whether or not I want to keep the muffler on this thing. And don't worry, if you are new to this car, if you're new to me, my antics, I will get a cold start up right now so you can hear what the muffler deleted Toyota Echo sounds like. It's actually surprisingly okay, just drones on the freeway a lot. As you could have probably very clearly heard, the muffler rattles insanely. It's annoying. It sounds like the ring gear on the flywheel is like cracked in half. It's so loud. I can actually hear it, which it's basically right under the front of this quarter panel. I can hear it clearly coming from here, which I don't know if that's another issue, but it's loud. It rattles a lot, and that's why I wanted to pull it, but had issues with the exhaust hangers, so I'll address it when it's in the air, and I guess I'll just have to live with it tomorrow because there's really no better way of securing it. Alright, what up guys? It's the next day. It's currently 9:05 a.m. and I'm getting ready to head out. I gotta grab a couple things, and then I'm gonna go pump gas, pick up a torque wrench from my buddy, go grab my wheels, and then make the trip. I'll keep you guys updated along the way. Probably get a couple mild accelerations, I don't know, but yeah, it's gonna be a day full of being in the Echo, so yeah. So first things first, before I leave, I'm just making my bed, tidying up my room so it's not all crazy when I get back tomorrow later. So yeah, I'm gonna do that for a couple minutes, and yeah. Alright, we are all packed. I got a hoodie because I know it's gonna be cooler there, and yeah, we're ready to get this thing rolling. It is almost out of gas, so probably gonna put some in it, but yeah, let's get rolling. And the first snap of every trip with the Echo is moving the mat back, because if I don't push down the clutch all the way, the car will not start, because it has a really sensitive clutch ignition switch. So all right, yeah, see, and there she is, incredibly low on gas. So I'm gonna pop over to a gas station real quick, and that's probably gonna be where the next clip is. Real quick, this is just an idea of what it's like to drive this thing. It's I don't know, it's not as loud as I thought it was a couple days ago, but it rattles a lot, so that's definitely going to be something I have to address. Alright, we are out of my neighborhood, so I'll open it up a little. Sounds all right. All right, we have pulled up to the gas station. It's a Safeway gas station, and gas is cheap as hell here. It's $5.78, which is the cheapest I've seen in California in months, like probably 6 months. So we're gonna gas up, and I'm gonna let you guys know the final total when I'm done. All those snack runs are coming in clutch. The Safeway gas rewards got me down to $5.08. So we're gonna fill up and see how much it ends up being. All right, from an eighth of a tank to full was $48.32. This is the cheapest I've ever paid for gas in this car. So I'm happy. That's great. All right, so next on the agenda is I'm gonna go pick up a torque wrench from my buddy. If my car will start. There we go. And we are full of gas, feeling good, rattly as shit. Let's get this bread. All right, we are here. We pulled up to my homie's house to pick up a torque wrench, and there's a couple cool cars here, so let's look around. All right, so first up, we got this 5.0 right here. I like the red. I don't know, I mean, it's bone stock, but it's also auto. But I mean, 5.0s are cool. They sound cool. And we got my baby daddy, Proud Killer's new edge over there. It's got the FR500s on deck, a fuzzy dice. Shit. This thing's loud too. It's basically full straight piped, except for the cats, because California. But yeah, this thing's cool. This thing's fun. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen this thing whip some shitties before. So yeah. And everything else in this lot is either stock as fuck or clapped out. So that's pretty much it. I guess it's just the Mustangs and the almighty Echo. So yeah. So we're here in Stockton. We already got 2 of the XXRs on. Hey, your name was J-Mac, right?
Yeah.
All right. We already got 2 of the XXRs on J-Mac's EF wagon. This thing is nice. I like it. I like the blue on blue. Yeah. And then we got the Fat Fives on the Echo. They look a little basic right now, I'm not gonna lie. But when this thing's dumped, they should look pretty good. So we're gonna get the last one taken off after we get the 3rd GSR Fat 5 on. And then we'll be ready to roll the rest of the way down to Monterey. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we're all suited up. We got the Fat 5s. We're gonna start rolling out again. I'm filthy, I'm tired, it's hot out here. But yeah, mission success. We're gonna roll out. All right, it has been a while since I last updated you guys. I'm actually at the shop. We're about to get this thing started at least. I ran very late. All right, we've got the Echo in the air, oil's draining. Kind of just looking at the aftermath of the last 3 weeks in hot as balls country. So here's a better idea of what my exhaust actually looks like underneath the car. This is the hanger I couldn't get off. And as you can see, this is the one I bent. This part up here is basically just bent down. I'm gonna have to put the muffler back on, whether I like it or not, because we are melting this brake line. So that's not good. Another thing, we got the AC compressor out, and it looks like the bearing inside the compressor just disintegrated. You can see all this bearing material all over it, like on the pulley, outside the pulley. It was on the front cover of the engine. Yeah, not pretty. And then power steering is an issue I already fully figured out, so there's no curiosity there. Kind of just waiting for everything to cool down before we proceed any further with that. But yeah, got the Fat 5s. Yeah. Next thing we got to do, take off our oil filter. And the thing about the Echo is oil change, incredibly easy. Drain plug right there, oil filter, super accessible when you take off this front cover. So yeah. So it turns out every vibration, every like abnormality, all the pulsing, the noise in my dash was the pulley in my AC compressor, because this thing is smooth, dude. Like, I don't know what to do with myself. This thing's so quiet and smooth and nice. I also put my exhaust back together, but I couldn't find the clamp. So my exhaust is kind of just a little bit louder, and it might shoot the muffler off, and if it does, then I don't know. At some point I'll probably go to pick and pull, get the clamp, and put it all back together. Guys, we have AC. I had to change a fuse, but we have AC, we have power steering. The car is finally like dialed. The exhaust I put back together, but it's coming apart again. I can hear it rattling. but it's quiet. Put a new little tree in it, and dude, this thing is dialed. Now if anybody wants it, I have a reason for it to be $3,000. Started the car and I was like, damn, it's hot in here. Went to roll down the window, and then I was like, and it got colder. So today on the freeway, I played around with a lot of cars. It's just something I like to do. I don't know, if somebody wants to go fast, I'll go fast with them. This M4, dude, it sounds nuts, and this guy is going crazy fast. Earlier, I had a Turbo Infinity that I was running with, and I can't keep up with this guy, but I'm having a great time. So, yeah. I don't know. As soon as people hear this car and they know it's like loud or whatever, and then they hear me rev match, they're like, oh, this guy gets it. And I really like that. So, yeah. So I didn't really film anything today, but here's the car and the light. I'm headed home. The second leg of my journey, going back up to Sac. So car's running good, has AC, has power steering, has new wheels. So yeah, keep you guys updated, or at least try to. I'm kind of bad at it. Alright guys, we're on the road, making fantastic time. Got the AC blowing. I just filled this thing up with gas. Got a new little trees. And yeah, we're stacked, we're solid. We're on the way back, and this thing's driving like a dream. So I really can't complain. Alright guys, we got about an hour left in the drive. And these wheels seem to be a lot more stable than the XXRs. That's probably partially due to the fact that this is closer to the recommended or proper tire width for this thing. And then also there could have been some sort of imperfection on the XXRs. It's very likely they did have a decent amount of damage. These tires definitely will need to be replaced soon, just because there's not that much tread on them. But yeah, I mean, I'm having no issues right now driving this thing. Yeah. I've been super bad about coverage, but I'm home and I'm wiped. I'm gonna take a shower and then pass out, edit this video, get it released probably Monday. Love you guys. Peace.